eyes once again fixed on the long hallway.
Okay. We could leave the cabin, which could lead to a completely different ending, or we could attempt to throw ourselves into the abyss. I kind of want to throw ourselves into the abyss.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. We did it! We actually did it!
What's happening in me?
You're being absorbed. What we're going to do now is we're going into the basement with no blade. We're just going to enter the basement and then talk to her as is, no blade in hand.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before.
Save the princess.
Fine.
They didn't even give me the option to try to
Against
kill
your
her.
better-
Look at her face as she rips her hand off. What?
Your body
You're
steps
going to
forward and
make me
raises the
stab
blade.
her in the back? Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. Warn her! Warn her! It's
Stop
right there!
that.
Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess.
The
Resist!
blade. Move the blade. She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. Everything goes dark, and you die.
What if we entered the basement without the blade again?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh my god!
I just want to make you happy.
You hear the music?
She can't.
It's already
just want to
slipping.
make it-
There must be something that you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She's changing. Her art style is reverting too. You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
We'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
You know, they haven't. It's great. Don't look at me with that face, however. So let's just keep her locked down here and see what comes from that.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Oh,
I can't take
oh,
my time with
stop, stop,
You don't look well.
stop,
You look green around the gills.
back up.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
She's going to kill me again. She
Again?
probably will.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't
This
remember
guy.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
What voice do we have with us?
What if he hears us?
The paranoid. Okay.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all. A warning, before you go any further.
Yeah. The
She
princess
will
will
lie. I
lie.
don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed into the cabin. What's the interior gonna look like?
The interior of the cabin
Just
is
as messed up
the
as last
smooth wood
time.
of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note
What?
is a
Whoa,
lone
whoa, whoa, whoa,
table
whoa, whoa, whoa,
knocked to
whoa!
its side
Look
in
out the
corner of
window!
the room.
Look out the windows!
Pristine blade stands between you
What?
and the
What are
open,
these silhouettes
inviting
outside the
basement
windows?
doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What are the silhouettes out the windows?
What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
There was a door. Yes, the door is gone.
It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
There are also silhouettes outside of each of the
I'm
windows.
going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out, but if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay, this whole cabin is different than I remember
Very
it being.
different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
She knows that we're
Paranoid.
here.
Paranoid knows.
Calm
He
down.
can see him.
Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
She's already hostile towards us. And we went down with the blade before. We'll go down with the blade again.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Or a gun.
Blade is the only thing you need to finish your task.
You could just
More than capable
turn
of
the
pulling this
knife
off,
into
as long
a
as you
gun.
Don't lose faith in yourself.
Give us a Molotov cocktail.
Those are the words of
Maybe a
someone who
couple of
knows he's sending
flashbangs.
us to our death.
Let's enter the basement. Demir's
You
just
cross
gonna.
over the threshold.
Oh,
and onto
there
a
are eyes
series
in
of
the
isolated
shadows.
Steps suspended in darkness. More eyes too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
That is true. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place. It'll be enough.
What happens if we do? Yeah, let's step into the void.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Okay, well, I don't know what I thought would happen. That's why I did it. I was curious. I don't know, falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared. No, I was genuinely curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
You're absolutely
Are you
right.
really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Go left, go right, do nothing. Go back the way you came. let's do nothing. Well, Yeah, let's do nothing. Let's wait for her to come to us.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are.
What the
I
miss?
told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
So paralysis again? That's what we're doing? Really?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood
Oh,
begins to coagulate.
that was loud.
It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp
What?
of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once
dang.
more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
heart, lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Nerves. She isn't attacking us. Lungs. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Nerves. Heart. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Lungs. Liver.
Why won't you finish me off?
Heart. Lungs.
Yeah, I'll ask.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Liver.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Lungs. The princess leans forward,
Oh.
bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone,
That's a
all
lot
I
of
need to
static.
do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment, and then you're gone.
Heart,
Just
liver,
like
nerves,
that.
lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves.
and there's the fear.
Nerves. She pulls away. Lungs, liver,
But
nerves.
that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
Nerves.
I've already done that.
Lungs,
You're a lunatic, you know that?
I am what I am, and right now, I'm in control.
liver, nerves.
So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
We could try to slay her, because she's kind of just enjoying, like, torturing me at this point.
This path is already worn by
Okay.
travel. It has been seen by one of my many eyes.
Alright,
You cannot walk it again.
never mind.
Change your course.
Wait, what?
Fine, you win.
What? No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Right.
I wouldn't trust having our back to her.
I wouldn't either.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Nerves, heart.
How about you go
Are you
first?
scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now.
Nerves, heart.
And besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
Heart. She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet. Lungs, liver,
Okay, fine.
heart. You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here.
Yep.
The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Except I can't.
Nerves, heart, lungs.
I think
You
the door's
haven't even
locked.
tried it.
Okay.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Try the door.
You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart, lungs, liver. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her.
Except for the fact that I
You want us to
can't.
slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs. Liver. You're terrible at I know, I'm doing my best. Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart, lungs, liver. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support. But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact.
That's fair.
Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again. Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it. Heart, lungs, liver.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay?
Liver, nerves,
Open the door.
liver, nerves.
The only option I have is to leave the cabin.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
Liver,
But it's so cold, too.
lungs,
It's itching against my skin.
nerves, heart, lungs,
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
lungs, liver.
You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond their reflection.
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in glass. Splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once, Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself, for all this hubris? Why would it be hubris, though?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
There's still so many questions.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Okay, so many times I met you and you denied it as even being a possibility. Why lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Okay, we've got like 4 questions left. If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering. If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Okay, we have one thing to say left.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Whoa!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens
Ever
now?
the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Okay. So, the narrator, who was the architect of, like, my creation or whatever, made me to destroy her and rid the world itself of death, which I'm assuming would mean that, like, everybody on all of these parallel realities and stuff would just be immortal, unable to die. But the thing is that being human, you inherently also have to deal with death in itself, right? And I've said this multiple times to, like, friends of mine, where if I had a choice to be immortal, I would hate it. I hate the idea of having immortality because of the fact that, like, I, as somebody who's lost someone, can never really be okay with the idea of losing somebody forever. You know, I'm always losing somebody, but I guess this would make it to the point where nobody could die. So nobody really would be losing anyone. So it'd be like getting to live on the Ark at the end of Soma, where, like, you just get to live whatever. But if you don't die, what's the meaning of life, right? I wasn't expecting to have this type of, like, existential conversation in a game titled Slay the Princess, but at the same time, if our purpose is to defeat or slay the concept of death itself, like, living life would just be meaningless after a while. I feel like after a while of not being able to die, you would actually be craving, longing for death, because of the fact that you've done everything, or gone everywhere, or lived the things that you've wanted to live. You've experienced literally everything at some point. And once you've done that, then you're left with nothing. And so, like I feel like the thing that I genuinely would do in this scenario would just be, like, to just let people live and die. Because there are so many people who die unjustly. I've seen that happen. I felt that pain and that loss. But at the same time, if there's no death, then can you even have a life to begin with? You know? Like, all those crazy things that people like to do that gets their heart pumping, like, that wouldn't have a meaning anymore, because you know that you wouldn't die if something goes wrong. There's no thrill to it. Getting on a roller coaster would be mundane. Skydiving would be absolutely dull. Climbing a mountain would just be irrelevant, pointless even. Doing all of these things that people strive to do because they think because they think it's exciting, doing all these things that would give their life purpose would just be pointless if they just didn't have that looming presence of death. I don't know. I that's genuinely, like, my thoughts on this whole thing. So I don't think I would destroy or want to destroy death, and just leave everybody to not be able to die or whatever. I really don't think slaying the princess is the call here.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself. And this might be the bad ending, but if it is, I'm full sending it. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel a sensation in your limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you always have been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Jonathan Sims! I knew I recognized that voice! Jonathan Sims has narrated so many horror stories that I listen to. The entire time I have been listening, I was like, I recognize his voice from somewhere. I'm glad I can finally put a name to that. God, what a good game though. And like I said, I don't know if that's the bad ending. I don't know if there even is a good or a bad ending to this game. But man, this game has been a ride this entire time. This has been awesome. Like I said, I wasn't expecting the ending to just be existential. Do you want to remove all the worlds from death, or do you want to, not? But God, this is so good. This is so good. It was shorter than I thought it would be too. It seemed like I was gonna be here for a long time, just going through different alleyways of different princesses or whatever, seeing what I could make. But wow, Gab Smolders, Markiplier, wow. The princess to be everything, the shifting melon. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. And now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and the in-game menus under the Memories tab, and it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Should I take a picture of my list? Does your list change? Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I was gonna say, does your list of songs change based on your playthrough? Because if so, I think that that's interesting. Okay, so we have reached one beginning and end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's still 16 vessels left. Wow, I am very interested to see the rest of these. But when it comes down to my playthrough of Slay the Princess, at least the playthrough I am posting online, this is it. This is the end. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This game is awesome. The music is good. I love the art style. The variety of princesses like really gives you like this massive scale of like choice that I was not expecting. Like all of it's just like a really good, amazing experience. And I like, yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed coming with me on that. I'm curious to see what other people's first like playthroughs consisted of, like which princesses they came across, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.